how is everyone doing so far for the Crocell and Izumi banners? As you saw in my replay, my luck sucks. I burned all my fuels and stickers to promote Izumi to Diamond 5. Dragon Boy loves me too much. He came more often than Izumi. But Izumi is totally worth the investment. I will use her almost everywhere in the endgame. Back to the tier list topic, many friends have asked me to make the militarist tier list so many times. The same rule applies. If this video receives more than 200 likes, I will make the final chapter, the support tier list video. From my experience, support and tank are the most important roles in this game. Even meta figures like Crocell will face retirement risk in one day. But support will probably be with you all the time because the support effect is unique and irreplaceable. Let's start with the strongest tier, Tier 0 Militarist. The first one is no doubt Crocell. Her ultimate skill's damage multiplier can reach as high as 22 in 8 seconds. Also, she has decent AoE damage because of her passive. This means her use is very versatile. No matter if it is the boss fight or adventure, we can always rely on her. The third advantage is she is reachable for free to play as she is from the Tenma brand. If you have saved enough gems, it is not too difficult to promote her to Diamond 5. The only weakness is that she needs time to amplify her damage, so she can be dealt with a bursting team in the arena. The second figure is Edith. Her ultimate damage multiplier is as scary as Crocell's. Her single target damage multiplier can reach 55 when combining the ultimate damage with the small light bullets. Her passive will provide 2-second CC if the enemy is in the frost status. This figure is specifically for the single boss fight. She is replacing Crocell's position for the Apocalypse War on the CN server. The only weakness is she is not good against large numbers of enemies. In the arena, the summoning team can easily counter her. The third figure is Miko. When you have a complete summoning team, Miko's damage is very high. Her damage multiplier is 15 if you have 4 summoning units and 5 figures on the field. She is tier 0 because of Sakai, a vanguard who is tankier than some tanks. The current summoning team is limited to its weak frontline, such as Izumi. After having Sakai, the summoning team will enter its golden age. Be aware, the bursting AoE team is a good counter against the summoning team. The last tier 0 figure is Camille. He is both good at PvP and PvE. Players love to use him in the arena because his lock skill can disable the enemy's backline. Meanwhile, his AoE damage is also decent. The damage multiplier is 4.125. His ultimate is very easy to crit. The crit value is 1.5 times the normal ultimate damage. So he is a decent choice for Code V and Azazel. Then we move to the tier 1 list. There are 7 candidates in the tier. The first one is Lü Bu. He is an important figure for the early game and Galatea's Big Free. Sun Shangxiang is pretty similar to Lü Bu, but her damage has a burn effect extra damage, so her total damage is higher than Lü Bu. Lü Bu ultimate damage multiplier is 7. Sun Shangxiang ultimate damage is 6.67 to the current target. After igniting it for 5 seconds, she will cause a pierce effect damage to it and surrounding enemies. The pierce effect damage multiplier is 7. Sun Shangxiang is especially good against high armor enemies. Next figure is Arisaki. She is a figure, especially for the Picro Apocalypse War. Her role is similar to Yolanda, which is a special figure for the clock boss. You need to train them in the late game if you wanna do higher damage in these 2 Apocalypse Wars. If you are a new player, they are not necessary. Arisaki's ultimate damage multiplier is 0.38 critical damage, but she will attack 12 times. That is 4.56. Her passive damage is really high too. Whenever the enemy releases its ultimate, she will attack the enemy. The damage multiplier is 11. And her passive can stack 5 times. Each time will increase 20%. So when she stacks 5 times, her damage multiplier is 22. So for enemies who frequently release their ultimate, she is a really good counter. Yolanda's ultimate damage multiplier is 7. and she will ignite the enemy 7 times. Her passive can immune CC. Each time she is immune to a CC skill, she will gain 30 energy. That is why she is very good at dealing with enemies who like to release CC skills. So she can have more chances to release her ultimate. The next one is our beloved Milim. She is good at both PvE and PvP. She is good against the Gorilla Brothers in the Apocalypse War. For PvP, if you have her unique adornment, her damage is really high. The honey jar will deal 4.8 damage to the carrier if any enemy dies. If the carrier dies, the surrounding enemies will receive 4 damage multiplier, AoE damage, and 1 SEC stun. The next figure is Misaka from Railgun Club. She is a great figure for any new players who start the game with the Railgun Club. Her ultimate target the front lines of the enemies. So her attack style is not the best to fight the current Apocalypse War. But for the adventure, her damage is good enough to carry you to the endgame, especially with Crocell. Her best use in the endgame is the Counter-Strike Code V. Her ultimate damage multiplier is 7.56. The last figure in Tier 1 is Sorolla. She is our favorite militarist in the early game. Now we have more and more powerful militarists coming to the global server. Her importance is getting lower and lower. In the late game, she still can help you on the Azazel Apocalypse War. In the arena, she also can be the core figure for your bursting team. Her ultimate damage multiplier is 4.86. She can attack the enemies in a row 4 times randomly. So the total damage multiplier is 19.44. Now let's move to Tier 2. We only have 2 candidates in this tier. Vezir and Akeno. The reason why they are just Tier 2 is that they have limited use in this game. They are specific for the arena. Vezir is mostly used in the ranked match as the one-shot team. Akeno is mainly for the CC team. For PvE, they are mostly used in the carnival when their buffs appear. Vezir's ultimate damage multiplier is 6. Akeno's first ultimate damage multiplier is 6.48. The following ultimate is 3.24. For the Tier 2 list, we have only one candidate. Luigi in Figure Fantasy, Re. Basically, she is only used in the early stage Beat Free and Counter-Strike's Red tier. So I don't recommend players to train her. Her ultimate damage multiplier is 1.89, and she randomly attacks any enemy 9 times. Here we finally reach the bottom of the food chain. Tier 4. We have 3 candidates Ophelia, Karata, and Norris. I feel really sorry for players who invested in Norris. Although I heard Norris got buffed a little when listed on the global server. But the problem is her ultimate mechanism. She can only maximize her damage when the enemy dies. This is one of the most failed mechanisms in the endgame. The best place for these 3 is the Otaku Zone. Don't waste your resource on them. The ultimate damage multiplier is 10.2 for Karata for a single target. 8.26 for Ophelia's single target and 10 for Norris for a single target at the back. When you compare them with the single target King Edith, the damage multiplier clearly tells you why they are lying at the bottom. That is all for the Militarist Tier List video. If you like my video, please click the like button. I will make the support tier list when this video reaches 200 likes. Peace out.